Whoop whoop. Scribble's a juggalo, and I want to do a video about ICP changing. And there's a lot of juggalos doing videos, and there's a debate out there whether ICP is still as good as they used to be. Have they lost it? Is their music as good as as the old school shit? And basically the mighty death pop, is it going to be the shit, or is it going to be a pile of shit, a piece of shit? And I'd like to say, Scribble's opinion is that things change, first of all. And, like, nothing if it can stay the same. If everything stayed the same, it would be fucking boring. It's boring when you live in the same town your whole life. I did that for years, and I finally moved. I moved to Florida. I moved to the East Coast, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and I moved around New Orleans right after Hurricane Katrina, and I started growing, and it made me a more interesting person, being around different people from a different culture. And the same thing is true in the music business. You can't always do the same type of music, the same style of music. I like another band, and I get a lot of shit for it. It's called, the band's U2. They're a famous multi-mega corporation. They're more like a corporation than a band, because there's billions of dollars that they generate when they tour. And they're a massive, massive company. And they put on a fucking show. And ICP, to me, they're a lot like U2. I consider them just as talented and just as creative and innovative. With U2 puts on, like, changes. Every fucking album's different. They try different shit. And ICP tries different shit. Not all of it's great. But you look at the last album, Bang Pow Boom, and I thought it was a good album. I hear a lot of juggalos who say, oh, it's not as good as Great Malenko, or the old school shit like Carnival College or the Riddle Box. Well, it's not the same, but I can say it's not as good. That song, I Found a Body. Let's see if Magnet's awake yet. Are you awake, Magnet? That would be a no. That song, I Found a Body, so I'm winging it on my own, it's great. That's a good fucking song. And it's funny as fuck. There's a lot of good songs on that album. And by the way, I'm not going to smoke in videos anymore. It's a bad habit. It's expensive. I'm trying to save money for the gathering. And it's going to kill me. And then I'll be talking with, one of these vibrating things. Hello, this is Scribbles the Juggalo. If I don't quit, it's gonna kill me. Cigarettes are bad. Okay. We love South Park here in Colorado. So change is good. Change is a good thing, and look at yourself as a juggalo. You can't always stay the same. Or you get boring. I try and do different topics. If we had the same topic on every video, we would be boring as hell. So, ICP is only getting better. Look at Psychopathic Riders, Eat Shit and Die. It is all of Psychopathic Riders stuff is good, but the newer stuff is the best. I can't even think of the names of the songs, but that one with Boondocks, Pap Pap, riding with the strap on my lap. If you ain't packing protection, then you catching the clap. I let 15 go out the car window, and then Jamie comes in because he's all rapping fast now. Jamie's rapping really fast. He's changing. Twist is changing and getting better. Dark Lotus is great, and that's part of ICP. Riders, Dark Lotus is part of ICP, and even ICP's solo, their ICP's as a group, their shit I feel is getting better. So I disagree. I welcome the change, and it's exciting what's happening, all the change. You have to embrace it, because without change, we would just have ICP and Twisted. We wouldn't have had Boondocks. Boondocks is gone. We wouldn't have the Axe Murder Boys, and they're gone. We wouldn't have experienced all this stuff. That not all of it's still around, but it's something that we've experienced that they did songs with, and that they learned from and changed them. And who knows who's to come in the future? Who's going to be on the record label in the future? Cold 187. I don't know much about him because I was never in a rap. I hear he's like an old school rapper, but I don't really like the way he sounds, and that's all right. I haven't listened to him, so I shouldn't judge it. But I think good things are to come, and change is good. Don't be afraid of change. They teach you that when you go to rehab. Not that I would know anything about going to rehab twice. Inpatient, 30-day rehab. But they teach you about change. Don't be afraid of change. Change is good. I'm Scribbles the Juggalo, and this is the last cigarette I will ever smoke. Ever. Thank you.